Hey there guys, and welcome back to my channel. As you can see, today we are Christmas decorated, and I thought since the holidays are here, why not paint some holiday decorations? So I went to a local store and got these little items, and when choosing what to get, I went for stuff that could be made into decorations for the holiday season. So we have these small little things that can be made into pendants. Same thing with the little Santa Claus. This one is definitely my favorite. He's so cute with a little tree. I love it. Then we have a big ass napkin holder. I think that's what it is at least. And it has a Santa on each side. I tried to get the one that didn't have as many defects as you can see here, but yeah, it's pretty cute. Next up we have these circle pieces of wood. I was thinking of making this into a coaster where you could put like your hot mug, and then to complement it we have these two little pieces. These are really tiny, and I was thinking of making them like hanging decorations, maybe attaching a string to them and letting them hang on the tree. So you'd either draw on both sides or just one side and then add like a string to the other side. Or if you have a drill at home, you can always like drill them and make them into decorations. So without further ado, let's jump into the video where I decorate all of these things. So starting off, I want to say that I am absolutely the queen of painting off screen during this video. Unfortunately, some details were very small and I needed to get everything closer to my face to be able to like actually see it. I tried to cut off a few parts and you will see that a few of the ornaments aren't clearly shown all the way, and that's why. So getting into what I'm painting right now, so I started off by the biggest piece because I knew this was going to take me a few hours. Not only did I have to paint Santa's face once, but I had to paint it twice, and this was a whole big piece and I wanted to dedicate as much time as I needed to do this one piece. I really like how he came out. He looks very chubby and pinky. He's really cute. I decided to do shadows in his beard with purple and then added white on top. And I also want to say that all of these ornaments were painted with acrylic paint. So even though I don't like acrylic paint that much due to the fact that it's not very opaque, I use that to my advantage in this Santa Claus beard to create an effect of shadows in the depths of the beard and highlights in the top parts of the beard. I decided to do the interior and exterior of the rest of the base in red just because red is the color of Christmas and it would unite everything together. Also his hat is red, so I just liked it this way best. To the smaller ceramic ornaments, I started off by sanding them down. So this was something I did to the big Santa Claus during the process because I realized I could sand down the little imperfections. So I started off by sanding down these ones as well and then painting them with the corresponding paints. This took me a long time. This took me as much time as the big Santa Claus did, which was about like 3 hours for each of them. And I really like how they came out. One of the bells that are glued together, I don't like them that much. I don't like the color choices I made on those, but the rest of them I really like, and I'm really in love with the little Santa Claus. They had a lot of detailing, a lot of small crevices, and that's what took me so long. I was constantly fixing and bettering each part and trying my best to get them as perfect as possible. Next up, I went in with the smaller wooden pieces. So for these ornaments, I decided I just wanted to make like simple designs on each of them. I sketched them out on the iPad first, and then I transferred them to the wood pieces. So the way I did this was I wanted the Christmas crown to be on one, and then I wanted candy cane on the other one, and these ones were definitely pieces that were often out of screen, so I'm sorry, but there are going to be jump cuts. And as you can see, I also used my hand as a palette because when small details, I didn't want to go back and forth between the palettes, so there's that. I then moved on to the bigger piece where I designed a coaster with a cat with some mistletoes in the back. The perspective isn't great, but I didn't want it to be. I wanted it to be very simple, and that's what I ended up doing in the end. And I'm really happy with the outcome of this coaster. The final part of this process was the varnishing. So I decided that I was going to varnish every single one of these pieces. I wanted the paint to last and didn't want it to chip out, which with acrylic you never know. And I really like how they look. They look so shiny. The only one that I don't like as much is the coaster because I ended up varnishing the entire coaster. I started off by varnishing only the part where I painted, which is what I did with the other wooden pieces, but when I finished varnishing the painted part, I realized, well, this is going to be a coaster, it's going to have like liquids be dripped on it and everything. I don't want it to get those mug marks, so I decided to varnish the entire thing, and it did change the color of the wood because the wood started to absorb the varnish. So that was the one that I was like, that I'm a little bit iffy about. And there you have it, guys. Here are the finished pieces. I really like how they came out, and I really like how they look hanging in the tree. I added them to my outdoor tree because I just thought that would be cute. And I'm also very happy with the napkin holder and the coaster. The coaster is so cute. I'm really in love with it. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you haven't already, please like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next week. Happy holidays. Bye.